Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video, and today I'm going to talk about web components and the impact it serves to both the users and big businesses. So first, what are web components? Web components are a set of platform APIs that allows developers to create customizable and encapsulated HTML tags that can be used in their web pages. It doesn't require any special third-party applications, and it can basically be developed by your standard HTML, CSS, and JavaScript web development tools. So let's take a look at some sample web components from actual websites. Okay, so here is EA, Electronic Arts, which is a gaming company. So if I go and inspect the elements of this page, uh, so I'm going to inspect this. And if I try to find a web component somewhere, uh, I see that this website is using something called a e-container filter, uh, as well as a EA-box-setout. And what this allows it to do is it creates multiple of these containers. Resize this here. So it creates multiple of these containers, which include the picture of the games listed here, as well as their respective links that the users can click on to view more information about the game. Now, if you were to do this without web components, you would have to create like a bunch of divs, add a picture to that div. You will possibly have to deal with resizing the image and make sure it gets placed in the correct position. And not only that, you also have to deal with the hover animations for all of these divs here. And with the web components, you just have to create a tag that can be customized to contain an image, have that animation when the user hovers, and etc. And whenever you want to list more games, you can do so easily with that web component. Of course, this is just in the case of EA, but you can definitely create web components that are customizable to fit your needs. But the main takeaway here is that not only do web components allow developers to build their own fully featured elements, but also can allow them to focus more on creating individual components rather than the same content every time from scratch, basically. But moving on, uh, so why should businesses use web components? In a way, it's the same reason why any individual developer would want to use a web component, except it would provide a greater benefit to companies such that these components can be shared across the company. So other developers and team can use that component and it would just save so much time. Another thing about web components here is that they are interoperable, which means that they are supported in all modern browsers and they run on mobile devices due to the set of native APIs they use. And you can even implement those together with the various frameworks a company might use in the product, which is important because it would provide them enough flexibility for companies to be able to reap all of the benefits web components has to offer without having to give up some of the other tools and frameworks they were using. Uh, and lastly, what will the future of web components look like in the future? It will be pretty huge. There are already some top companies out there using this, like YouTube, Xfinity, the NBA. As a matter of fact, you might go to this page. It shows a list of companies here that uses web components. So here you have NBA, even GitHub out there. So those are some pretty huge companies that are already using this. Um, so this will be pretty big in the future, and it's just a matter of time until all companies use this tool, um, which would be a pretty good thing in the web development field. But this basically concludes my video on web components. I'll see you all next week with another video. See you. Bye.